If you have anything in life, you can do it. Just
but I'm not
put your mind to
interested
it.
in any new drivers
It's
right
Keira.
now. And
It's
I've got work to
Keira.
do.
Is there anything we can do?
It's Keira. It's definitely
working
Keira.
on a secret vehicle project.
Okay, sorry.
Listen, if you think you've
I
got
could
the
tell by
juice to
Jack's
race
flirting
in
it's
this town,
Keira. I don't know if he
try
knows
taking
it.
my prototype jet board out on the stadium course. Beat the stadium challenge, and maybe I'll consider you for my team.
It's definitely Keira. Yo! Okay, we're back for another installment, and let's start off with just a brief recap. So we just helped Sig, basically in the last episode, we helped protect Sig, which honestly, it wasn't as hard as I expected it to be. It only took us 3 times, which, okay, not too bad. We also helped, Jabba the Hutt destroy some, turrets under the city so that he could keep trafficking his whatever he's trafficking. And we asked the question, are precursor orbs the difference in precursor orbs between Precursor's Legacy and in Jack 2, the difference between money in the 90s to modern time? Is it like, is trying to acquire a precursor orb like trying to acquire your rent in Jack 2? And although I did ask that question, I do plan on getting back to it. We will actually check up on it in the next installment because I did kind of batch these this week. So yeah, we're just gonna hop right back into it. We're gonna go back to Jabba's palace and see how Jabba is doing. And I kind of came across another question that I had in mind for this episode. Jack, waking up in this new world and basically being a prisoner and mistreated, and kind of like dialed in on, being basically turned into a Jekyll Hyde situation, kind of like the Hulk. Would you, if it meant that you had anger issues the rest of your life, would you take a dark ego powers that Jack has? Like, honestly, I really debate whether I would. As someone who like grew up with anger issues and still occasionally has them to this day. If you watch some of our live streams, I'm sure you noticed that. I do wonder, would I be interested in taking Jack's dark eco powers? It's hard to say.
What is that horrible smell?
Well, let me know in the comments. Would you take dark eco powers?
Oh, great! We do your dirty work in the sewers and come back smelling worse than a wet hip hog in a warm barn.
This could have a serious impact on the lady factor.
No.
Ooh.
I think it was my lunch.
Did he just fart? Is that what that sound was?
Work in the sewers, eh? I guess you're looking for that weapon upgrade.
No.
Well, there's a blaster mod stashed in some crates at the port. Find it, and it's yours.
Put it in a weapon crate? I don't see a weapon crate around here. I feel like I missed that. I should have been paying a little bit more attention. And sadly, if
suspicious activity in the sector.
Oh, okay. It's probably at the gun range, if I had to guess. Sometimes I have the attention span of a goldfish. I'm sure someone's gonna comment, goldfish actually have a really long attention span.
Please advise. Suspect's description.
I mean, I've always just heard that they can't really, can't really do much. Like, they have like 10 seconds before they forget everything. Not an accurate measure of time, but...
The blaster is a good all-round choice with a nice rate of fire. This weapon requires more aiming ability. You can switch weapon modes at any time. You can combo your attacks by kicking, then firing your weapon. Kick the first target, then shoot while kicking to automatically hit the second target. Not quite. Try again. Kick, then shoot, almost at the same time.
Oh, sure. I will say I do remember getting this weapon. Why are you only opening up to let me out, but not letting me into the gun course? Is it going backwards this time? Yeah, let's do the train. Oh.
Good luck.
Yep, we're going backwards this time. Ah, crap. No! Oh, you definitely need to pay attention to where you're aiming with this one. It is definitely in no way, like, easy to get your points. Oh, man. I'm just throwing them away because I'm not paying attention. Crazy. I will say I like this gun way better than I like... Well, I haven't actually used it on actual enemies. I'm just using it in a gun course, so... Maybe I don't. I do remember acquiring it, though. So that tells me that I did get through 6 mission when I was a kid. Although I'm surprised. I'm still surprised that people said that it was so hard. It did not feel that bad. I mean, it didn't feel great, but it didn't feel like... People were really commenting that, like, it felt like it was a Dark Souls game, and to be honest, I'm, like, really surprised. Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I struggled my arse off in the first time I played Dark Souls. Like, oh! Alright, so we already beat the range challenge, which is good, because I don't have to redo it now. Which is what I was just kind of worried about. Oh. Did I hit someone? Apparently my reaction time isn't on point. I actually think we got a better score with the scatter. Or close to it.
You did. Excellent shooting.
I'm not gonna lie. Sig's starting to feel like my boy. Sig is
Care to
low
try
key
for the course record?
only person that feels like they're treating Jack like he's an actual person. Not a weapon. Or scum of the earth, as in Jabba the Hutt. I see 2 over there, so it looks like we can go back to Torn, or
Patrolling Sector 9.
we can go back to Jabba. So we might as well. We're closer to Jabba than Torn. So also, it still gets me that Torn was the guard that basically took us in when we got to this world. Like, kind of savage.
Position for you, Jack. Racing is the biggest sport in the city. Errol is the undisputed grand champion. He's crazy and dangerous on the track. My kind of guy. Only a fool would dare race against him, eh? And that's where you two come in. A client of mine is looking for a fast driver for her racing team. Here's a security pass to get you into the stadium section. And your contract with just a few trifles for me. I've already signed your name to save time.
Oh, that
We the
doesn't
Racers
seem
hereby
legal.
agree to give crew all proceeds from race earnings, endorsement fees, broadcast royalties, syndication residuals, vehicle sponsorships, small appearance fees, collectible card assets, fast food tie-ins, use of likeness rights, talk show deals, clothing lines, all print rights, including book, novella, comic, pamphlet, ticket tape, neon sign, and bathroom graffiti designs. Toy rights, shoe lines, mood rings, game rights. Game rights! Vitamin endorsements, city kickback movie deals, and of course, all death and dismemberment accident insurance claims.
We can work out the tiny details later. If you can get from here to the race garage near the stadium in less than 3 minutes, my client said she would consider letting you drive for her team. Make me proud.
I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be a hard lock-in moment because I suck at driving. I am the epitome of terrible, and why won't you let me get on here? I am the epitome of terrible at driving in this game, so I definitely have to lock in. Which is what it is.
Sweeping for suspects.
I think it's hysterical though that he said game rights, movie deals, and comics.
This is Unit Alpha.
Because in like the 90s we had a strong, well, early 2000s I feel like is probably more accurate. Like early 2000s to like early 2010s, we had a strong pool of like comic book related video games, and cartoons. I used to cough. And cartoon related video or like comic books. And you also had cartoon related video games during this time, which is still interesting to me. Like one of the rarest games, I guess, for picking up like a hard copy of it to this date is apparently Futurama for, I think it's PlayStation 2? It might be for Xbox though. Dude, you gotta be kidding me.
Roger. Continue.
Okay, I really gotta lock in because like we're not gonna make this at all. Like we're fumbling. But I really do want to talk about this idea because like it's kind of key. But like I'm surprised that Jack didn't get anything. Because conceptually, like it's one of the most entertaining like games for me growing up. And I feel like it's not just a me thing. I feel like it was a very popular game series that kind of just, oh no. We did not need to add that to this. But like even to this date, if they made a comic book series out of Jack, or particularly Jack 2, or even like a multiversal perspective of Jack, I would 100% read it. I was a big comic book fan growing up. I read quite a bit of DC. I started reading Marvel more as an adult. Like my dad used to pick me up books when he went on vacation. I still have to this day a first edition X-Men Unlimited. I think it's issue 2 or 1. It's not worth anything. But I cherish it because my dad went out of his way to buy it for me when he was on vacation with my stepmom in Bermuda, and like I didn't expect him to get me anything, especially because I was the
Suspect's description.
oddball kid. Oh no, we definitely didn't make it. Yeah, let's retry it. But I was the oddball kid who like just liked video games, just liked comic books, just liked, you know, I wasn't into sports. I didn't realize I wasn't the oddball until I was an adult, where I realized that like there's a whole subsection of us that just really enjoy, you know, comics and cartoons and video games and anime. And, you know, had I realized as a teenager, you know, I might have found my tribe a little bit easier. Not that I didn't have friends in high school and in middle school and stuff like that, but I was renowned more than I was popular. People told me that I was popular when I got out of school, which boggled my mind, and it just kind of confirms my renown more so than popularity to me. Like I was well known, but like I didn't hang out with the kids that were considered popular, and that could be because I got into scuffs with people. It could be because I was one of the largest kids in our class. I think second to only one other kid.
Right, we'll check it out.
And really, he only had height on me. He didn't have the width of like shoulder width or anything, and he wasn't muscular. And growing up, I was avidly more into video games, but once I got out of high school, I mean, I pumped iron like no tomorrow. I only really started gaining weight during the pandemic, and to be honest, my goal is to get back down, because like, I would like to be what I would consider healthy. Like, I don't need to be muscle bound, but I would definitely like to be a little bit leaner, look like I'm taking care of myself a little bit better. And I think all of us can do that, especially now with times being as bizarre as they are. It's easy to get fixated on the aspect of, please give me a ride, please give me a ride, please give me a ride. Dude, stop going slow, you're my new ride. But it's easy to get caught up in the aspect of like not taking care of yourself. And if you are falling into that aspect, like, and you just need someone to like help you out, hit the comments, man. I will talk to you as much as I possibly can, because like I was in the same headspace up until a couple months ago, and it really takes a toll on you, and it's hard to get out of that headspace. And the world's difficult. It's very difficult, and I feel like it's only getting more difficult with our generation because it's hard to find, you know, housing that we can afford. I'm definitely doing this over again. We're gonna get through it. We are going to get through it. But yeah, if you need to talk, I mean, like, and you feel like you don't have someone to talk to, feel free to comment and or DM me, and you know, I'm happy to talk when I can. Obviously, I can't be your therapist, and I won't be there all the time, but I will talk when I have the time to talk, because I think everybody should have someone to have their voice listened to, and I wouldn't recommend it being someone on the internet that you don't really know. So if like you have that friend, go with your friend. But if you know, are struggling to make friends and just need someone to talk to for, you know, a quick moment, just need someone to basically say, you got this, champ. You know, happy to add to, you know, backing, because like, again, world's hard enough, and I think we're living in this world where, not literally this world, but this perspective of a world where it's kind of dystopian, kind of not, and you know, although we don't get the personal cultural details on like people's mental health disorders and stuff like that. I think Jack kind of captures it in the trauma aspect between him and like his dark eco mode, and like we have Daxter being the comic relief of the dark traumatized version of Jack, which is like it's good for the game, but it also, you know, can sometimes be a little bit I want to say off-putting, because it's not. It's fun. It's nice to have comic relief, but to deter from his trauma is also not good either. I mean, I was one of those people that easily fell into the camp of like using my trauma as like a, what is it called? Self-deprecating humor. Because it's I will say, it's easy to do. I don't know about other people, but I think it's really, really easy to get lost into self-deprecating humor. And it's not always necessarily a good thing to do. Like, yes, it's easy in the moment, but sometimes it's better to, you know, try to advance your life. And oh, please say we made it. Oh, I think we made it this time. Oh, I think we made it this time. We did. Oh, yes.
Hello?
But yeah, it's easy to
Who
get
said someone was
lost
looking
in,
for a race
in
driver?
what's
I'm
wrong
thinking
instead
right
of
now,
looking for
you
what's
might be
right. I
cruising
mean,
with errand boys. Look,
if you have
I don't
anything
mean
in
to be
life,
rude.
you
did
can
get
do
your
it.
pass,
Just
but I'm not
put your mind to
interested
it.
in any new drivers
It's
right
Keira.
now, and I've
It's
got work to
Keira.
do.
Is there anything we can do?
It's Keira. It's definitely
working
Keira.
On a secret vehicle project.
Okay, sorry.
Listen, if you think you've
I
got
could
the
tell by
talent to
Jack's
race
flirting
in
it's
this town,
Keira. I don't know if he
try
knows
taking
it.
my prototype jet board out on the stadium course. Beat the stadium challenge, and maybe I'll consider you for my team.
It's definitely Keira. It's definitely Keira. Oh man. And there we go to Daxter's comic relief, which honestly, I mean, it gets me a lot. I personally love Daxter's comic relief. You know, at times it can feel like it's unnecessary, but when it hits, it hits hard. And it's also nice to see, like, you don't just see Jack's traumatic side 24/7. You can also see him kind of lighten up, especially in my mind, I think he knew it was Keira by her voice, by the way he was acting. I wonder if you agree with me. Feel free to comment that in the comments. I would love to find out if you agree that that's Keira. Well, if you agree Jack knew it's Keira, because I'm almost certain it's Keira. We'll find out in a second. But
Off the jetboard at any time. You can jump on your
oh,
jetboard.
I remember doing this too.
You can get a higher jump by ducking before you jump. Jump and jump again a little after you've landed for an even bigger launch. Try getting up on that higher ledge with a boost jump.
All right, so bump, bump. Oh no. Okay. Bump, bump. No, it didn't do anything.
Try getting up on that higher ledge with a boost jump.
Press X after landing. Ah, okay. Almost.
Try getting up on that higher ledge with a boost jump.
Yeah, I got it, Keira. It's gotta be Keira. Just on voice alone, it has to be Keira. Like, come on. I tell you, some of these mechanics really mess me up. Also, if anybody can tell me who that was, I am here for it. What movie is that character from? Or what movies?
You can land on a rail and grind across it. Try grinding on
crap.
that rail.
Oh no! We missed.
You can spin in the air. Land a perfect 360 for a speed boost.
Okay, so press and then press and then. Oh, okay.
You can do flips while you jump.
Nice.
You can also do tricks for fun.
Thanks. I love doing tricks for fun. Am I miss?
Try to put a
Oh,
number of moves together to get points. Get
it
enough
was
points to
left,
win the
not
challenge.
right. All right, here we go. I don't know if I'm going to. Oh, I have to jump through those. Oops. I don't think I got this. I think we're restarting, boys. I think we're gonna have to restart, boys. We'll see, though.
Try to put a number of moves together to get points.
This like just brings me back to like the skate era of when I was a kid, because like skating was so popular when I was a kid. It's not like it's not popular now. I have a friend who's just like diehard skater, and she's, you know, almost 10 years younger than me. Maybe is 10 years younger than me. I don't actually recall, to be honest.
Try to put a number of moves together to get points.
But nonetheless, like, she's supposedly like this incredible skater. I have never actually watched, but I've only heard that she's like the dopest skater. But it reminds me of like my childhood, because skating in my childhood was like so big that like we had the X Games. Like I don't even think they do the X Games anymore.
Work on your moves.
Yeah, I know. I knew that we were gonna have to restart. Like right off the bat, I knew that we were gonna have to restart. Come on, Jack.
Try to put a number of moves together to get points.
Thanks, Keira. Oh man, I slipped off. Not cool. Oh no.
Try to put a number of moves together to get points.
Wonder. Oh no. Ooh. Oh, we just made it. Was not expecting that at all. I thought we lost it again. But I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I think skating was so big during the 90s that it became, you know, almost worldwide recognition. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it wasn't worldwide. Maybe it was just huge in the States. And I know we had a lot of skating movies. We had a lot of skating games, and we had some of the best skating games when I was a kid. Like we had Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 through I think 4, and then we had American Wasteland, which American Wasteland had I spent so much time on that game. Not only American Wasteland though, I think the last one that I played was Underground 2. So we had Underground and Underground 2. Both of those were great. Yeah, like skating was just so big, and then I feel like the skating game vibe died with Skate. Like Skate was cool. I like Skate. I like Skate 2. But it felt like it died with Skate 3. Like hard died with Skate 3. And I'm not gonna lie. I know that they're trying to bring back skating games. I think I heard that there was going to be a new Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I don't know if that's accurate or not, because obviously the grapevine is the grapevine. There's some rotten grapes still hanging, and no one's plucked the fruit. So, but it'd be cool. I still think there's a generation of kids that love skating. I still think there's a generation of kids that would get into it. I think there's the struggle that obviously kids don't go outside that much now. Maybe that's wrong, but that is the perspective of, I feel like, a lot of people.
We beat the stadium challenge.
Great. People do get lucky. Listen, don't
Are
you
we gonna
have
get the
someone
Keira
to
reveal
collect
before
money
the end?
from or beat up or something?
You don't like us, do you?
You work for that slimeball crew. What's not to like?
Looks like you've won a few races. Isn't it true the city champion gets to tour the palace?
Yeah. Why?
Could you get me into the palace?
A friendly visit, I gather.
Yeah, I'm a real fan of the Baron.
Okay, I'll help you out if you stop bothering me. I saw an old maintenance elevator at the base of one of the palace support towers. That old lift might take you up to the palace if you can find a way to turn on the elevator's power.
No Keira reveal? Oh man, now you guys have to come back. You have to come back for next time so that you get that Keira reveal. Because I'm sure it's Keira. I'm sure. But yeah, like, I don't know. we talked about how, you know, Jack's traumatic experiences probably led up to some of his aggression and easy kind of usage of this dark eco power. But one, is it one for one? Is his aggression like necessary to activate it like Hulk? Or is it just like the fact that he's angry that it's easier to use? Like he's stronger because of his anger. You know, how some people will say, like, if you're, you know, in a fight, or you're like in a boxing class or karate class, and you like go for a hit, put some aggression behind your hit. Like, think about something that messed with you that day, or something that's making you angry, and really put your power into it. Is that really all that we're getting out of Jack in Dark Eco mode because of his anger and trauma? Or is it like key? Is it key to activate Dark Jack mode that he's, you know, traumatized and mistreated? And yeah, I mean, like, what are your thoughts on that? Definitely leave a comment. And also, you know, like we said, would you take it if it meant that you had to be like you had to deal with anger? Would you be like Jack, or even like Hulk? Because, like, I mean, that's really, they're kind of synonymous in a way. Would you choose to be that way? Let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe if you're here for it. We'll definitely get another video out next week.